Tour de France drama, Pogacar's pre-stage collision with Visma team car. In a surprising revelation, Tadej Pogačar disclosed that he had a pre-stage incident involving a Visma-Lease, a bike team car, just before the commencement of Stage 18 of the Tour de France, which leads to the challenging Col de la Loze. Despite the collision, Pogačar remained unfazed, assuring everyone that he did not sustain any injuries. This incident occurred as he prepared to defend his coveted yellow jersey, a symbol of his leadership in the race. As the competition heats up, both the Visma-Lease bike team and their star rider Jonas Vingegaard are anticipated to pose significant challenges to Pogačar in the crucial final Alpine stages of the Tour. But here's where it gets controversial. How will this collision impact Pogačar's performance in the upcoming stages? Will it serve as a distraction, or will he rise above it? Stay updated with the latest race insights, interviews, and expert reviews by subscribing to the Lead Out newsletter, bringing you all the essential content directly to your inbox. Pogačar's collision with Visma car. A pre-stage drama. The Tour de France's Queen stage is a legendary one, featuring the Glandol, the Madeleine, and the Col de la Loze, with a staggering 5,600 meters of elevation. This is where the battle between Visma-Lease bike and UAE Team Emirates XRG reaches its climax. Tadej Pogačar, the yellow jersey holder, is well aware of the stakes and is eagerly awaiting the challenge. But here's where it gets interesting. Pogačar claims he doesn't feel any stress at all. In fact, he's been looking forward to this day since the start of the Tour. Pogačar's focus is not on the names written on the mountain, but on his performance. He's ready to give it his all, even if it means riding defensively for most of the day. However, if he sees a chance to win, he won't let it slip away. But here's where it gets controversial. Pogačar had a minor collision with the Visma-Lease bike team car before the start of the race. He jokingly suggested that the driver might have wanted to check his brakes. But was it really just a harmless accident, or was there more to it? Jonas Vingegaard, on the other hand, is still hoping to win the Tour. He'll need to make up a significant amount of time today, which means Pogačar will be under pressure from the very first climb. Super Domestique Tim Wellens also knows he has to deliver his best effort on the way to Courchevel. He expects an attack on the second climb of the day, the Madeleine. But what does the Belgian champion think is the ideal scenario? He hopes to get into the breakaway, but admits that it won't be easy. And this is the part most people miss. Wellens could play a crucial role in helping out in the valley before the final climb. So what do you think? Was Pogačar's collision with the Visma car just a harmless accident, or was there more to it? And do you think Vingegaard has a chance to win the Tour, or is Pogačar too strong? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Pogačar survives car crash, then dominates Tour de France Stage 18. In a dramatic turn of events during the Tour de France, Tadej Pogačar, the current overall leader, faced a frightening moment on Thursday when he collided with the team vehicle of his main competitor, Jonas Vingegaard, just before the commencement of the 18th stage. Despite this unsettling incident, Pogačar managed to solidify his lead in the race, further securing his position in the coveted yellow jersey. As we were heading to the start line, the cars were moving alongside us. We found ourselves trailing behind Visma-Lease bike car, perhaps a bit too closely. Suddenly, the car in front of us came to an abrupt stop. I'm not sure if he intended to check my brakes or what, but it caught me off guard. Pogačar recounted with a lighthearted smile before the stage began. I wasn't prepared for such a sudden halt, and as a result, we bumped into the car. Thankfully, I'm fine. Everything is all right, he reassured everyone. In a thrilling display of endurance, Ben O'Connor triumphed in the challenging Alpine stage that concluded at the ski resort of Courchevel. Meanwhile, Pogačar skillfully countered various attacks from his rivals, extending his lead over Vingegaard by an additional 11 seconds. With only 3 stages remaining before the race culminates in Paris, Pogačar appears well on his way to defending his title, boasting a comfortable margin of 4 minutes and 26 seconds ahead of Vingegaard, a 2-time champion. Stage 18 was particularly grueling, featuring 3 steep climbs, including the daunting 16.5-mile ascent of the Col de la Loze, which stands as the highest point in this year's tour at over 7,500 feet. Just 2 years prior, Vingegaard had outpaced Pogačar on this very mountain, leading him to his second Tour victory. But this time, he was unable to deliver a decisive blow. I was a bit apprehensive about this stage, but it turned out to be a fantastic day, Pogačar reflected. The ascent from this side of the Col de la Loze is less challenging than the route we took in 2023. That was far more difficult. Whenever we tackle this side again, I'll definitely aim for the win. As O'Connor surged ahead, Vingegaard and Pogačar kept a close watch on each other during the final climb. Vingegaard made an aggressive move against his Slovenian counterpart, but Pogačar responded effortlessly. Earlier in the day, Vingegaard and his teammates attempted to unsettle the defending champion during the Col de la Madeleine, yet their efforts failed to faze Pogačar. Remaining calm under pressure, the reigning world champion accelerated in the final 500 meters, leaving Vingegaard behind and finishing 1:45 after O'Connor. And Vingegaard crossed the finish line in third place, 1:54 behind the leader. Today was incredibly tough. It might have been the hardest stage I've ever faced in the Tour, Vingegaard admitted, visibly exhausted after the race. We had a solid strategy, as you could see, but I couldn't gain any time on Tadej. The Tour's still not over, though. Before the stage began, Pogačar was with Hao Yanjiao, a member of his UAE Emirates XRG team's communication department, when the collision with the Visma-Lease bike car occurred. The riders were on their way to sign on when the automatic brake sensor activated in the car ahead of them, explained a spokesperson from UAE Emirates XRG. O'Connor's victory marked his second stage win at the Tour, 4 years after his triumph in Tinge. He managed to break away from his lost companion, Einar Rubio, with 10 miles remaining, and successfully fend off the return of the main contenders. It feels special to achieve this again at the Tour de France, O'Connor expressed. The last time in Tinge was a complete surprise, but this time I was able to enjoy it much more. Today was a fantastic day for me. After struggling for the past 17 days, I finally felt like myself again. However, my knee is in terrible shape right now. It's quite painful and will likely continue to bother me until the end of the race. This thrilling stage has left fans buzzing with excitement and anticipation. What do you think about Pogačar's ability to maintain his lead despite the collision? Do you believe Vingegaard can still make a comeback? Share your thoughts in the comments.